so strangers to you and me.
I stayed at this bed and breakfast and they stole my towel and my soap.
If you missed the 5 o'clock one, there'll be one at 7.
Yeah, we'll be on the 5.
Yeah, I think I'll be on the 5
You're on the 5 o'clock one as well. It's usually 7 o'clock, huh? That's a long time, isn't it? You know?
Where are we going?
It's nice.
I'm just scared.
And I said, hold the fucking fort a minute now. Picked out the phone and I replayed the whole lot. And he said, you called her a fucker. I said, after she snapped the keys out of the ignition. So he says, we'll be taking this further. I said, so will I. This is going on YouTube. Two days later, I was out walking the dogs, and I've Rottweiler Bull Mastiff, and the guard stopped me and said, "Are those dogs microchipped? And are those dogs microchipped? And have you a license for them?" I said, "Yes, I have. They're microchipped, and I have." And then they said they should be muzzled. I said, "This is a victimization because of the way I spoke to a member of your force." I said, "I will have to take this up with the Garda Commissioner." I said, him and I are in first name terms.
Well, then go up this road all the way into Ballyvaughan.
Right.
Go as far as Bill Harbour. When you get to that bad turn on the road, you make a right.
I thought I'd take a trip out to Skellig Island to see the beehive huts the monks used to live in, but the boats won't go if the sea isn't completely calm. Americans like to go out to this place because it was used in one of the Star Wars films, I don't know which one. But if the sea's not completely calm, nothing moves. Later in the day the sun came out, but there were still white horses on the waves, so that's that. nobody goes to Skellig when there are white horses. And here is a photograph of somebody else's photograph of those wonderful beehive huts, which I missed seeing. Never mind, here's a beach. Holy Cross Abbey was founded on a relic, a piece of the true cross. Makes it a very important place for pilgrims to visit. Now, in 2011, a couple of criminals came into the abbey with their faces covered, armed with an angle grinder, and stole a couple of crosses. The criminals fled and their vehicle was later found burnt out, so they must have been very upset to discover the crosses that they stole had little value, being made of silver. A few months later the police recovered the crosses, so everybody was happy again, apart presumably from the criminals who'd burnt up their car, stealing things that had almost no value. I do like a happy ending.